welcome to ET Garage. Today's video is going to be a second video concerning the Targa top. I don't know if I'm going to make it a 2-part, 3-part, 4-part video, but we'll see as time goes on. If you didn't see the first video, I'll leave a link somewhere up there at the end of the video, or maybe even down in the description box. But anyway, today's video is getting this apart, and we'll go from there. So let's get going on that. Okay, as you can see, I got pretty much all the tools I think I should use or have to use for removing it anyway. I got a bunch of these plastic scrapers. I got this, this is actually from my old hood cable. If you didn't see that video, I have a video on replacing the hood cable. But I basically cut this out of it to use as just like you do with a windshield. You take this wire rope under there and you sew it back and forth, and that separates it. I got a hot air gun. And this is the epoxy I'll use to put it together. That's Fuser T21 slow composite adhesive. Hopefully you guys see that. And I'll go over more of this later in the video. But right now I already took the headliner off. This is a homemade headliner I made a long time ago, and I just basically took a piece of cardboard and I got this diamond cleat vinyl material off of eBay and glued it together. And you can see where I glued it all together using like a some type of liquid nail products. I originally tried using headliner spray. That didn't work. It ended up falling and hit me on the head while I was at a car show, of course, so which is embarrassing. But anyway, let me get this out of the way. And you can see I got insulation. That I'm going to leave there. It shouldn't be in the way, but we'll get on to separating this. One thing I recommend is that when you put it on a work table, or definitely put it on a work table of some type. Here I just got this folding towel. Put a towel down, and a clean towel. This is an old clean towel that I keep. Every now and then I run it through the wash and stuff like that. And you can see where, like in the last video, I separated it with screwdrivers. I could probably just keep going around and separating it. I don't want to crack it, that's for sure. So let's see what kind of method works best. Could probably put some heat to it. That'd probably work. Could use the wire rope method. If I use the wire rope method, I'll try that first just to see how it works. But if I'm going to do this, warning, wear gloves. So let me get a pair of gloves on. Personally, I don't think this is working too well, because this, unlike the clear transparent top, this is the solid fiberglass top, or SMC, whichever you want to call it, fiberglass sheet composite mold, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, SMC sheet composite molded fiberglass panel is what it is. And I think I'm going to be better off just using the peeling method, I hope. And without, like I said, without cracking it. Yep, I'm going to have to add some heat. You can hear it separating. At least I hope you can. You can actually see where some of this stuff is separating. Yeah, big time. See how it's separating the glue and the glue that was on there and the fiberglass are two different things, so to speak. So I think I'm gonna get some heat on here. Okay, I separated it successfully. One thing I want to point out, like after using the heat gun, this is still pretty hot in this frame, and if you use a heat gun, the end of this tip will be hot for some time until it cools down. So be careful where you place it, because you can burn yourself, or cause something to catch on fire, something you don't want to do. So be careful where you place this down at when you're done with it. Okay, now that I have this up, I'll relocate the camera and get a better picture here of what and I'll show you what I'm seeing, and you can see what the major problem is. And I'll go over the history of this Targa top. So just hold on a minute while I rearrange the camera. Okay, as you can see, this is the Targa top frame, and hopefully you guys could see all that, but this is all full of corrosion. This Targa top, my car originally came with the transparent Targa top, the one which I showed in the last video, and it was just too hot in the summer, so I decided to try and source a solid top, and I got lucky on Facebook Marketplace and found this one for 75 bucks. It's bright yellow. I put a carbon fiber vinyl wrap over it, which I'm going to be redoing after I get this all cleaned out. But anyway, if inside here, hopefully you can see all that, all the corrosion. And I believe this top was underwater probably at one time. And it's possible it was resealed in the past. I don't know. It has this big green goopy stuff. It ain't the same as what I have in that tube, and what I was looking on the forums, they're telling me that's what the factory originally uses, and it's possible, but let me see if I could show you some better views of this here in a second. So just hold on a second. Okay, hopefully you can see all this. You can see the amount of corrosion that's in here. It's just pretty bad. I'm gonna have to clean that all out. And you can see where some of the epoxy stuck to the frame, and you can see where some of it just peeled right off the fiberglass. But where it peeled off the frame, this is the you can see where the corrosion formed between the epoxy and the frame, and that's what's causing it to separate. If you look over here, there's some really big goob. So I'm wondering if this thing was redone before. And there's this paper here. I don't know what that is from, but maybe that was from the original headliner or something. But wherever it was underneath this here. So I'm not sure if this is the original epoxy that they used to bond this. This is a rigid epoxy. It's not a soft urethane. On the transparent top, I'm most positive they use a soft urethane. So, but you can see like right here where there's a really big goob there. So I'm wondering if that's from the factory or if that was redone. It's hard to say. Either way, all this stuff I'm going to have to sand off, and it's going to make one heck of a mess. That's for damn sure. I don't think I'm going to be able to heat it up and scrape it off. Like it came off here. Here you can see where it came off cleanly. It wasn't really bonded on there, in my opinion. So this is going to be a project. This is going to be the hardest part of any type of project like this, is always the prep. So one thing I got to do is I need to get the weather stripping off the side. This is still like new. It's not that old. So I should be able to reuse that. And I got to get these brackets off here and down there. And I'll probably get to work on this frame too. Getting in here with a wire wheel, that's going to be tough. I can get the majority of it, but getting down inside these recesses is going to be tough. The important part is to get along the surface that the epoxy is going to adhere to. And another problem is how much of this product I need. Will this be enough to do the whole thing? I would think you only need to go like along here and not use as much as they used here. That seems like they used excessive. That's why I think, I'm not sure this was done at the factory, because this is like a grayish material when it comes out mixed, and this is green. So I'm not sure, like I said, if this was reattached at one time in the past or what. If I can find out, or if somebody out there knows, leave a comment down in the comment section and let us know. So I guess I'm gonna get to work on this. I'll probably pick it up tomorrow sometime. I don't know. I got to see what tools I need. I don't know if I have the sandpaper I need for grinding this down. I got to be careful. I don't want to go right through this fiberglass skin. It's pretty thin. And so anyway, let me just move things around and contemplate what I'm going to do, and I'll videotape what I'm going to do. One thing that's baffled me is, let's see if I can show you over here, is are these right here. There's caps, like this cap here. I lost one and I removed one, but they go to these. The only thing I see on the other side from them are these plastic buttons. They don't seem like they actually do anything. I don't know what they're there for. Maybe there's some type of for alignment purposes when the factory resembles the top to this. To the frame. I don't know. But if anyone knows, let me know, because I sure would like to know. You could see this green on here. That's a primer that they use on magnesium and aluminum. So, or at least it looks it. I may be wrong, but it looks like they only did along the edge and the outside, and they didn't do the inside. So I don't know what to think from here. I think this was underwater at one time. I know the headliner smelt funky as hell, the original one that came on it, and I took it off and threw it, well, it's somewhere. I either threw it away or it's somewhere. But anyway, let me go on and see what I am going to do. Okay, for removing the epoxy from the SMC fiberglass panel, the top or the roof, whatever you want to call it, it just sort of like peeled off. I don't know if you can see how cleanly that peeled off, like right around there. And so what I'm going to do is take the heat gun and heat the rest of it that won't come off so easy, and just peel that off and go completely around. Okay, what I'm finding works best is I got these plastic. These I got from Harbor Freight years ago. They're basically real hard plastic for removing body interior panels and things like that, and trim pieces. And I'm finding out the real heavy thick one here is working really good. If I take it, if I heat this. This is real rock hard, but if I heat it, it softens up and becomes pliable, the epoxy, the old epoxy. And then I just go like that and hammer it. And it seems to be peeling right off nice and cleanly. So, see, that works. Heat, and not too much heat. And some patience and a little pounding and all that good stuff. So I'm going to keep at it, and if I'm almost done getting it off the top, the fiberglass panel. So let me continue with that, and then we'll move on to the other piece, which is going to be a lot more work. Okay, all this stuff is off, and now I need to remove this metal trim piece. You gotta be careful not to dent that when you take it off. I've taken these off before. You either want to use like a block of wood or a piece of plastic like this, and just try and hammer it off without damaging it. It will bend easy. Another method is to go sideways, because you don't really want to get under it. You just want to push it off like that. There it goes. And then it should come off easy. And we get to the other side. Let's see if you can see that. There we go, that's off. I'm going to hang this someplace safe out of the way. If there is such a thing in my shop, which there isn't. And there we go. Now it's just a matter of me sanding all this. And of course I need to remove the vinyl, carbon fiber vinyl wrap. I'm going to save removing that for last. And this way it's protecting the, move this out of the way here. It's protecting the underside of it until I put the new wrap on. So the tough part of this is done. All this stuff is off. And I just need to get this all sanded and cleaned up. I'm going to put that aside for now and take a more closer look at that frame. In the meantime, this all goes in the garbage. Okay, I am going to end the video here, and I'll pick up the video next week on cleaning the frame, the magnesium or aluminum frame, whatever you want to call it, and I'll be removing the brackets and the weather stripping along the side at first, and then I'll clean it and show you what methods I'm going to use to clean that, and hopefully after that everything will go smooth. Anyway, I'll get all into that in the next video. This video is probably going to be about 20 minutes long as it is, just this first part. So I'm going to end it here. Everybody have a great day, and God bless.